Hello, welcome back to the Merengues Media. I'm just here to do a quick reaction to the game that just ended. Real Madrid versus Rayo Vallecano. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would really appreciate it. Um, as you guys know, this was a La Liga game. Since I watched the Atletico Madrid versus Getafe game earlier on, that game was awful to watch in the first half. I think the first like 60 minutes, there was no shots on target or whatever else. I was about to turn it off because I thought that game was going to end up in draw or whatever. But Atletico Madrid score, and then in the 88th minute, the Atletico Madrid got a red card. And then in the last like 10 minutes, Getafe end up scoring two goals, two late goals to win that game. So I was kind of looking forward to our game. That means like we can at least be in the second place since Barcelona game got canceled yesterday for the team doctor passing away. Anyways, yeah, so this game started. Before we get into the game, I'm just going to mention the starting 11 for our team. Courtois was injured. I guess like he has a little bit of discomfort, so he didn't start this game. He didn't play in this game. So we started with Looney, Vasquez, Asensio, David Alaba, and Raul and Frank Garcia. And then in midfield, we were Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham was back, and then Chouamini. And the attack is Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. So honestly, this game didn't pick up like till like the 15 minutes, 15 minutes pretty much. We got our first shot on target. The goalkeeper made a brilliant save from Vinicius Jr. And then in the minutes 25, Mbappe scored a great individual goal. Like I think, well, I shouldn't say individual. It was a great assist from Vinicius. Mbappe was in. And Mbappe scored that first goal. He took it in very, very brilliantly. So, so that was good for him. You know, in the last few games, he's been getting a little criticism because he was getting a little criticism, and also it was a well-deserved criticism, especially in his last game against Atletico Madrid. I thought he should have done a bit much better than he did in that game. But with that being said, he scored these goals, so you know it's happy. We're happy for him. We're happy to see him getting back in the score sheet, so that will probably get his confidence back up. And then a few minutes later, about 10 minutes after, Vinicius scored one of goal of the season, at least for him, like individual wise. That was amazing. That was amazing. He took on the defender, went outside, caught back inside, did few step over, and then finish it. Brilliant. Those two goals, both two goals were very, very, it had nothing to do with team play. It was more like of individual brilliance. And, that was it. Now we scored those two goals just right before the end of the first half. Rayo Vallecano was kind of getting comfortable in the game. We kind of, after scoring those two goals, we started being casual. I think we wanted them to play a bit more with the ball so we can hit them with the counter attack. So Rayo Vallecano was kind of creating more chances, and then they created a beautiful 1-2 chance, and the shots, man, that was a brilliant. As soon as he hit it, I know like at first they thought the ball didn't cross the line, but I was like, that's a goal. It was for sure a goal. Yeah, so they went to VAR. Looked at it, and the ball did cross the line, so it was 2-1. Yeah, so we went to the halftime. It was 2-1. Just overall in the first half, the first 25 minutes, Luka Modric was really like not in the game. He couldn't just put a pass together till like we scored our first goal. And then Jude Bellingham overall, like I think it's just because he's been out for like at least 2 weeks now, right? So yeah, he didn't play in the Champions League. He also didn't play. He also missed 2 La Liga games, so he hasn't really played in a bit. So you can tell like he's a bit of like he wasn't in the game speed, right? Like he was losing a lot of balls. That's very unusual for him. He's very, very good at protecting position, but he lost a lot of positions. He was easy to push up the ball. So yeah, the first half just wasn't it as far as like Jude Bellingham go. Like I said, Luka Modric came alive after the first goal. So there were a few good individual performances there. When we're talking about that, I thought Frank Garcia in the first half played brilliantly. Mbappe, obviously, and then Vinicius Jr., they both played well enough, at least in that first half. In the second half, honestly, like there's really nothing to talk about in the second half. Just like the Real Betis game, I feel like whenever we score, we just let teams like control the game. And honestly, like I don't want to be all criticism. I'm just tired of watching the team that I fell in love with performing so so boring, you know, especially against teams like Rayo Vallecano. Like these are teams that we used to use it to get players confident back, you know, where players who score like brace 2 goals, 3 goals. Yeah, we had chances. Mbappe should have scored at least 2 goals. Vinicius should have scored at least 2 goals here and there, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't nothing like clear chance. I think we had one good clear chances that was in the first half actually. When we scored our first goal, the Rayo Vallecano gave Mbappe pretty much like a gift. I thought Mbappe should have slided in for Vinicius, but he took the shot. The goalkeeper saved it. Whatever. Yeah, as far as in the second half goes, like, you know, like I think we're just content to just win the game and move on to the next game. And you know what? Like, I'm not gonna come here and dwell on it. I'm not gonna come here and talk about how like bad the team performed, because I thought it performed bad. I thought it was a bad performance, but a lot of people are gonna use it as an excuse. Like, okay, we have the Atletico Madrid game in the Champions League, so that's why the players were kind of taking a step back. You know, they just cruising through it and stuff. That's cool and all, but like, you know, you kind of want to kill the game off because you were only 1 goal up. Anything could happen, and you know, Rayo Vallecano had a chance to equalize in around the 80 minutes. If the player was like really concentrating, they could have equalized. But the player shot the ball, just he hit it off his chin, so it went a bit wide off the net. Will I say they were really under pressure like Real Madrid? Were we really under pressure? Like, not really, but like just the way we're playing just so casual, like, you know, just so like uncaring. But again, like we pick and choose when to perform. Like, you know, today I guess they scored those 2 goals and they're okay. And overall the team just didn't perform as well. I'm just gonna talk about a few individual. Like again, I already mentioned Jude Bellingham. I will give him a benefit of the doubt. I think it's just because he hasn't played like in the last 2 weeks, so he's kind of there's a little bit of rustiness there. And then Mbappe scored that goal in the first half, but in the second half it was really like, again, just those miscontrolled passes. There's just no chemistry in between him and Vinicius Jr., I think. And then we're gonna go to Vinicius. Vinicius played well, you know, well enough. Like, it's still not his old Vini, but like, you know, his first goal, he took it very, very well. Like I said, it was a very brilliant individual goal. Like nothing away. I'll take that. Nothing away. He gave Mbappe that pass for the opening goal. Yeah, he got a yellow card again for arguing unnecessary. Again, like, you know, there was a lot of chances that he missed there. Again, his decision making, like, still questionable. And then Rodrigo was kind of nowhere to be seen in this game. You kind of have to feel bad for him because he doesn't play in his right position. And sometimes, like, you know, a lot of balls go to Vinicius' place. So he has to kind of switch lane or go back or go deep to receive balls. So I don't really like give him a hard time. Like, you know, he played as well as he could. In the midfield, I thought Tchouaméni was like, you know, was really, really good in that pivot position. Like he was breaking up plays. He almost assist Vinicius, but the pass was offside. So yeah, his breakup play was good. I thought he's been playing well, to be honest with you, since he got back in the midfield. The 2 center backs played well enough. Asensio played well enough. David Alaba, again, there was not really a lot of pressure from the Rayo Vallecano side. So, you know, David Alaba was comfortable. Vasquez. Frank Garcia played well. Luka Modric, like I said, the first 25 minutes, it was a bit hard for him. But after he got hold of the game, he was good. Yeah, overall, like I said, like even the guys that came in, Camavinga is still like, I feel bad for Kama. He came on from Mbappe in minute 78. That little 12-minute camo, it was just like, you know, he was just giving away free kicks and stuff like that. He's having a bad season. I don't know what we're gonna do to get him back on form, but he's having a bad season, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the game, right? We won 2-1. We're level on point with Barcelona, who still have a game in hand, and then we just move forward from here on. Now it's a 3 points, and that's all we can do. So I guess like the next big thing is on Wednesday against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. I feel like if we win that game, there's a possibility of us making it to the final. With that being said, guys, if you're making this far to the video, please again don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I would really appreciate it. Apart from that, a la Madrid.